We have a busy man or woman. I can't tell from here. Yes. Oh, soggy. Really soggy. It's a small one. It might be a female. Yes. Hello. Oh. Yeah. I need to see if you've got any plums and then I will know. You were getting very close. Oh. No shame. No shame. Oh. See, this is why squirrels are little shits, because they tempt people on purpose. Well, not people, but cats and stuff. They'll run up to them. Ain't it nice, so sweet. He's still watching me out at the corner of his eye. Look at this. Little black dot. I see it. I went out the other day and I saw a mouse running through my herb patch, and then as I was doing a little bit of a clear up, I saw one run near my brick pile over there. I love them. I absolutely love them. When my mum was here, she had an aviary full of birds, and obviously if you've got aviaries, you tend to have mice. And she had house mice, which are like a grey colour, and I loved them. You used to see them running around everywhere, and they were so nice. I loved them. But they breed like wildfire. And I don't have house mice. I have wood mice. So they're brown, and their eyes are like bulgy black things. They look like they were made wrong. Their eyes look like they were meant to sit in their head, but they don't. They like hang out a bit. And they're lovely. They're brown, chestnut colour, really, really nice, really sweet. The problem is we're getting to breeding season, so I got snap traps because that's the humane way. That's the way you're meant to be doing it. Don't use glue traps because first off, they're illegal, and they're illegal for lots of reasons. I've seen some stuff when people use those glue traps. I hate them. The snap traps kill them straight away. Basically, it just snaps the neck, so they're dead there and then. But because I saw two, one in my herb patch and one near the breaks, and it was morning, it wasn't as if it was nighttime or anything like that. Did not like the idea of that at all. When they're coming out during the day, it's because they feel safe to do so. That's not a good thing. So I put snap traps out, and I did it for just over 24 hours, and I just kept going out and checking them. Basically, what I do is I set some bricks up because they used to running around in bricks, and I put the traps in there, so they'll go in there to hide, find a nice treat, and then that's it. I managed to catch 14 in just over 24 hours, and the main concentration is near my two ponds, which is a surprise to me. A little bit concerned that they're hanging around the pond area, front and back. So good thing I'm sorting those things this year and getting them finished. So, but I caught 14, and they were big. They were big. So they're not babies. They've not done no breeding over winter. But it looks like I could have caught them in time so that they don't get chance to breed, if you know what I mean. It really is horrible to have to do, and it is, because I would keep everything, but they will overrun, and then they'll start coming into the house, and I don't want that. I don't want that for my neighbours. I don't want that for me. It's just, yeah, it's not ideal. What are you doing, penguin? It's not ideal. So I've got some, and then I put them out. I've got a spot that I put them where it's not noticeable to rest at world, but Fox goes there because he knows that's where I'm going to put stuff. So that's where I put the roadkill if something gets knocked over, my pigeons or my squirrels or whatever. And I do that. Oh, my babies. That were a bit too big, wasn't it? But yeah, I put them out, and most of them, more than half, got eaten, got taken away in one go, in one sitting. So, and then Mum came and she could smell fox spray. When they're marking, they spray. So she's under the assumption she's under the assumption that it was the fox that came. I don't mind. They've not gone to waste, you know. The worst thing is to just kill something for the sake of it and nothing happen, you know. The old point is that things get recycled and put back into nature. So ideally I wouldn't have to do this at all, but it is the way that it is. So I've done that. The only thing that's left to take to the tip is rubber. It's really heavy, and we're going to be doing it in bits because because of my Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, I keep getting dislocations. I keep getting partial dislocations because they just stretch out the socket when I'm picking heavy stuff up like that. They just don't stay in, and then they end up pinching nerves, and then I'm in agony for days, and it's really difficult. And the only way to unstick them is to keep, believe it or not, the only way to unstick them is to, hello. The only way to unstick them is to basically lift something really, really sodding heavy and hope that the nerve untraps itself and stretches out and it goes back to the way it was. Don't you dare run over that road. Don't do it in front of me. You panic me every time. Crazy lady. So yeah, we've got some rubble to take. Mum had a really old TV, you know, those with the really, really heavy backs, and massive plastic frames on them. She took the frame ages ago and got left with the TV, and it's been there for years. And I went round the other day and I was like, that has got to go. We've got to do it. She's telling me it's heavy. It's really heavy. I'm going, it'll be fine. We'll do it. Honestly, I tried shifting it on my own and it was sodding heavy. And we left it on the front because I just thought to myself, how the heck are we even getting this in the car to take it to the tip? I had a dream, funnily enough, that night about how am I going to carry the TV? And then I dreamed about how beached whales are carried, and they're carried in those tarps, aren't they? And I'm like, Mum, my dreams told me how we need to carry the TV. We need to carry it like a whale. And we did it. We got it in the car and it worked. And then when we went to the tip, we went to the workman that was on site, and they're lovely. They always help us. They're really, really, really good. Oh, zoom in, mate. Zoom in. Did a zoom. Oh, so cute. But yeah, look at that. The soggy squirrel, is that not the cutest? It is. It is, my sweet. Oh my gosh, I'm sidetracking. Look at his little wet raisin eyeball. But yeah, the man, he picked it up in one go. The whole TV, he picked it up in one go and took it and just carried it. And I was like, are you joking? We've just struggled. I had to dream up a plan to get that in the car. But he took it for us, and I was really, really grateful for it. And on odd occasion now, on few occasions, they've come and helped us if we've took a big industrial bag of garden waste, for example, because we just want to do one trip, but it ends up being a bit too heavy to lift up into the tip, into the container. You know, they come over and they help, and they're so nice to us. And I ended up, why are we zooming? What was that all about? Oh, I see. Was it you chasing? I felt really grateful for the fact that they just helped us, because my back's shot, my shoulders are shot. We don't have people to ask, you know, we don't have people to ask. And they just did it. And me and Mum nipped to a shop and we bought some beers. We got all of them four cans each, so that when they finished the shift, they could have a drink on us. We sat there in the queue waiting to get in when we were going back to them to to take our last load and give them the beer. And I saw him, and he looked over and he looked a bit sheepish. And then he looked again, and I was like, come here. And he got the biggest grin on his face because I told him I was going to get some beer for him. And I don't think he believed me. But I bought him some beers. And he was dead chuffed. You know, you've got to appreciate people. I used to work in waste and recycling. I know how heavy these things are. I've got stories of working with rotten meat and maggots and all sorts in hot weather. Oh my God. I do not envy the job that they do. I used to love the job. It was really, really good. You found some good stuff. People chuck good stuff. I found a broomstick. I'm sidetracking again. But what I'm getting at is I've worked for waste and recycling, and I know how hectic it gets. And the people that were going, it was absolutely rammed that day, and there was all sorts of stuff going on. The tip was clearly full, and people are trying to carry sofas up there, even though they've already been told that they're not to take a sofa because there's no space for it. And people just aren't listening. And then you've got people not looking at the signs, and they're chucking old bits of carpet in with the garden waste, and they're getting told. And I just feel for them because there's 2 men on site, 2 to 3 each day, and they've got to man all these people and keep an eye on them and just make sure that they're doing what they're meant to be doing and they're not taking the piss, you know. Why are you burying it there? Oh, Stubbs! Oh, a handsome bean right there. I see you. You can't get away from me. Yeah. Smashing. So I got him some beers. So Mum's TV's gone. Never again. I'm so glad TVs are flat and light. But we're left with the rubble. Which is not going to be very nice. And we're going to have to do them in small doses because it's so bad. I'm hungry. I've not long been up. I had a meeting yesterday and it wasn't a nice meeting, and it made me feel drunk, tired. It whacked me out that much. It took that much out of me. I felt drunk, tired, you know what I mean? Like really, really exhausted to the point of feeling like you're drunk and sleepy. So I ended up sleeping all day yesterday and last night. But here we are. It's a soggy day. I can't really do much. Cute. But yeah, little mini update. Done some stuff. That's where we're at. Made some working men happy with some beers. Yeah. Also got to have a good little chit chat with a lady that I used to speak to quite regular. She's a receptionist. And there used to be a very, very funny sign saying that you must be mad to work here. And one person has complained and she's had to remove it, and I'm absolutely gutted. And she told me she replaced it with another sign saying you must have a sense of humour to work here. And that also had to get taken down. And I said to her, kudos for doing that, because you've got to be able to laugh at work, and the fact that one person can, you know, ruin that. I'd be annoyed. I'd put my own sign up. I'm glad she did. And we had a good laugh about that. You know, everything's changed now. The ways of working have changed. The way people are. It's really difficult. You're policed quite heavily. For nothing in particular. And then all the actual bad stuff. Well, that's still going on, you know. What's going on? You're all over the place today. But yeah, I had a right good chat with her. She's lovely. You must appreciate people in the world. It's dead important. They're not just someone serving you. They're not just a robot. It's not just a voice on the phone. You know, majority of the time people don't like what they're having to do. They don't like the whole of the job. 100%. There are things they're having to do that they don't like, and they're under a lot of stress, and quite often people cause the most stress to each other. And I don't think that's right, and we should be going around acknowledging people and remembering that they're real people, and to just show them some appreciation, you know. I told her, at least for that one person that hated the sign, I bloody loved it. I loved it. You know, same goes for workers. Thank you very much for all the hard work that you do. Thank you for helping us with that piece of crap TV that Mum's had for since I was an egg in the ovary. No, I joke. I weren't that young. Stubbs has sat watching me. He's playing in the flowers. He's very, very cute. But yeah, just a little mini update. That's where we're at. I can't really do anything at the moment, but let me show you that pink blob down there. Them green frilly bits. That's my raspberry rhubarb. I'm getting rhubarb. I'll make some rhubarb pie. I'm so excited. I've had to make do with tinned rhubarb, and it's not the same. I've also got a stowaway because it's raining. Neighbour's cat's coming again. And that's fine by me. So long as you don't rip my stuff up or spray on out, because somebody's still got his plums. He's still got him plums. But yeah, they've chucked him out in rain again, and he's come running straight in the moment I open the door, so I'll just leave him to it, and then when he feels right again, he'll go back out. But yeah, Stubbs. Oh my goodness. I want crocuses. My mum's got loads of nice crocuses, and I can't have any because these keep eating them. That's a pet peeve of mine. That's the one reason I don't like my squirrels, because they eat my crocuses. I'm going to shut up now. Little mini update done. It's crap day. Can't do much. Pigeons are up there getting cleaned. Yeah. It's a steady day, isn't it?